Hello, everyone. Sorry if I sound weird or if I cough a million times, but we're gonna we're gonna push through. Welcome to the Pyramid Book Club discussion for Your Shadow Half Remains. I don't have a copy of it.
Me either, sorry.
So
I gotta figure that really.
I had an arc.
Me too. Hello to everyone that has been waiting for a couple minutes. Sorry, we were getting some things lined up, making sure we have links ready. Glad that everybody is here with us. We had a very short book for April. I almost said March. I can't remember when it is right now. But yeah, this one was super short. I know Lexi and I both read it this morning.
Yes. I knew.
Yeah,
Especially, like, I mean, I do that anyway, but like usually if it's a daytime discussion, I will read it the day before. This one, I was like, I'm going to forget everything. Yeah. Everyone's saying they're forgetting stuff immediately, so I have to read it. And I'm like, what happened?
I am glad that I read it today because I also feel, as people had mentioned, like, I'm not sure that I would have remembered as much about it if I'm
already forgetting things.
I don't know if I remember anything.
I finished it 10 minutes ago. I don't
literally
remember.
Yeah.
It's probably not good.
Let us know in the comments what you rated it, because we can jump. Do we want to make any announcements beforehand, or do we want to just jump into ratings and do the discussion stuff?
It's up to you. You're in charge right now.
Okay, let's, in case people, I mean, I think most people probably read it at this point. It's so short. So let's just jump right into ratings. It felt short. Yes, I'm so sorry. I managed to finish the book in time. I read it this morning too. What happened? That is such a good question. I think I'm giving, let's do ratings, and I have to always go first. I'm giving it 3 stars. I don't have anything, like, it exists. That's it.
I gave it 2 because I finished it on Wednesday. I don't remember one single thing.
Did you give it 2 when you finished reading
it? Immediately. So what happened was, so I sprint early because I lost my Wi-Fi, right? So I'm back. But then I finished it Wednesday, but I did one of those things where I was just passively listening to it and not actually following along. So that's how we know that I don't care.
So. Yeah. I am between a 2.5 and 3. I don't have any negative opinions on it specifically, but I also was not like ever super invested in anything.
I will say, like, when I was on sprints and like when I made it 50% in 45 minutes and I was kind of liking it, but I remember saying that like the author was trying to pretend like they were like super smart and saying these like super smart things in between, and I was like, I don't really think so. I really did not like this one.
Yeah. So we're all pretty mid to not so great on this one. It did not feel short, and I DNF'd it at 30%. No. The whole thing is spoiler free because nobody remembers. Yes, the last minute finishing, just so we have some sort of memory. There were moments that stick in my mind, but the details faded fast, for sure.
I just feel like part of my issue is like we were in like our character's head like extremely the whole time. It wasn't like like we were learning about things really happening around her through her. It was just her thoughts. But like I just didn't care enough about her because she didn't care enough about anything.
Yeah, for sure. Storygraph says I gave it 2, and that was probably generous. 2.5 rounded up to 3. I wish I had the audio.
Yeah,
the audio definitely did help.
I wouldn't have gotten through it without the audio.
2.75. So everybody's super consistent on this one. Between 2 and 3. Nobody's rated it any higher than a 3.
No.
If they finished it at all. I feel like that's completely valid. I don't like, I think the concept was super interesting. It's like, but also it's been done before. So I was waiting for like, okay, what's going to be different about this that is going to like set this apart from like, I feel like the most common one that everybody knows is Bird Box, which like I haven't read the book yet, but like it's the same concept. So I was just waiting for like, when is this going to feel different?
Yeah.
And I don't think it ever did.
I think the thing that was different is it like in Bird Box, our main character has her kids and is like trying to survive like for them. And in this, I feel like she just didn't care about anything.
She cared so little that she got rid of her phone, which is like the only way to access survival.
She like threw it in the lake or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was so confused with why that happened. Like,
but then like she goes back and thinks, and she's like, "Why did I do that?" And I'm like, "Literally, why did you do that?" Like,
no clue. Far too much inner monologue.
My thing with this is like a ridiculous amount of inner monologue can work if the character is very interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that was not the case.
And also, I know that like maybe I would have liked it more if it were longer and like it made more sense. And like we had more characters and it was less of the main character being in her head and more of things around her. But like I do kind of think it was too short.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have DNF'd if I didn't have the audio.
Yeah. Samesies.
Mm-hmm. It was a stream of consciousness that was done well. Yeah.
I really don't like stream of consciousness books to begin with. So I just feel like this probably would have.
Yeah, I generally only like Stephen Graham Jones' stream of consciousness.
I don't think this would have worked for me no matter what, just because of the writing.
I think I was just disappointed that there was nothing new. Yeah. It like was Bird Box minus the thing that kept Bird Box interesting.
Bird Box was so interesting, yeah.
Bird Box had the tension of the big bad being unknown. Yes. Which I think this one was like, you didn't fully comprehend what they were facing, but
my thought though, sorry, I thought you were
no, go ahead.
My thought was that they technically could have known what was going on, but because like it could have been discovered like 2 months ago, but society obviously had not like built itself back up, and she was so cut off from everything that like it could have been like it was just unknown, possibly because of our main character, and the guy that moved in could have been an asshole that was messing with her for all we know.
I think I would have liked that better, honestly. I actually think I would have liked it if he had been or like, I don't know. I don't know. I wish it was a little bit longer. I would have liked it if it was completely
different. 100%. Just like a first draft that got published for me. And I was listening to the author's like author's note, and it was like, "Thanks for believing in me in such a short story." And I'm like, this like literally felt like a first draft. I don't know.
It could have been longer and better fleshed out, or a lot shorter with filler removed.
Yeah, there's so much filler. And it's just like the main character thinking like all these profound things. And I'm like, what? You threw away your phone.
Bird Box with a bit of the Walking Dead idea of maybe we're all already infected.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pitched as what's that other thing with
The Last of Us?
Yes, that meets Bird Box.
Yep.
Which I can see, but also I can't because it was so isolated, and like I almost wish I had a moment during it that I wished that we had more interaction between anybody else, because she said like the only person I've ever interacted with is this guy. I'm like, but you also talked about the fact that you know that you're walking past houses that are full of other people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what about all those other people? Do they see her walking down the street and be like, what's wrong with this chick? Or like, do they not care? Like, I feel like if it was going to be longer, I would have wanted to have some sort of like, I don't even just acknowledgement that like, yes, there are other people in her neighborhood, Because like that random guy and and his daughter in the car, I'm like, okay, so there are other people here. And like obviously the deliveries get made and everything. So it's like it
Yeah,
was
that
made
part was so weird. But like
isolation,
she
yeah.
was so isolated and like didn't have a computer, didn't have a phone, like acted like she was like in the middle of the woods and
Yeah.
nobody could interact with her. But then she's like, "Oh yeah, I get my stuff delivered. It just takes a little bit longer." And I'm like,
It's my phone that I threw away.
yeah, I'm so confused.
I just don't. I don't know. It's stupid.
Wait, do we know where this was set?
I don't know.
I don't think it said anything. But the plague was very COVID coded, but nothing was added to make it more interesting for a horror. Yeah, this didn't feel like horror at all.
No, it didn't.
Like vaguely thrillery, maybe, but like it did not feel like a horror. It feels like a first draft that was published. Yeah. Yeah, it did not leave me wanting. This is fair. Editors are overworked. Maybe the editor tried more effort with popular authors. Who knows?
Probably. But I feel
You're
bad.
like, okay.
You know, like I don't know.
Yeah. But how do families exist if you can't see each other? I don't know. But like I feel like she did mention that there were people living in the other houses, right?
I don't know anymore.
I
Who
thought
knows?
I don't know. Maybe I made that up. Maybe I was hoping that was the case. But I thought that she had mentioned something about like when she was passing by the other places, like on the way to his house. I thought she had said something about in one of her like inner monologues about the way that everybody else is whatever. But then I was like, wait, but if you're passing other people's houses, are they like, can they see you? Can you not see them? I don't know.
I'm like, where are we going?
He
Giving
is.
people the content they want.
Yes. He's so agile.
Cannot relate. I'm just gonna be a thumb down here.
I love that. She's not reading or answering her emails. The one thing that was perfectly safe. Also true. Yeah. When she's like, I'm just gonna turn. Wasn't she the one? She was like, I'm just like she threw in her phone and then her computer. She's like not even accessing it other than to order things. So I'm like, you're not even using it to catch up on the news. I mean, obviously she cut. So she cut her own wires.
Yes. I truly don't understand the thought.
I am so confused. Like this was her lifeline, and
yeah. So okay. So basically, she thinks somebody else cut the wires because she's like, "Why would I do that? It doesn't make any sense." Even though she knows that she threw her own phone in the lake.
You're right.
But then she's like, "Why would somebody cut my wires? That doesn't make sense." So then she thinks Ellis is like out to get her.
Yeah.
For about 5 minutes.
I think what like that could have been so interesting, like because really what this book was watching her like apparent descent into madness.
Yeah.
But it wasn't done in an extreme enough way. Like there was a little bit of her being like, oh, it's you, and then that guy that showed up at her house and all of that, and like the instance with the bird, but it should have just gone even more into it. More of the book should have been her just like her mind breaking because of this situation.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, her walking down the hall to find the eyeless mother was like
the eyeless mother. What was
yes.
it? Like the way she like scooped, like that was cool.
Yeah,
but that was it.
Yeah, and I guess we did see it a couple of times because we're supposed to, like, did she take her own mom's eyeballs out, or was it her mom that did it? Like, because that was like her thing, and then she's like, I think I took my mom's eyeballs out.
Yeah. I don't know.
But also, like, I don't know. Like,
that's
I think
like it should have leaned more into like her not knowing what was going on with her mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that one, like, it literally could have been either thing because we already know that other people have done that. So, like, it could have been anything. You can mention anything that in it happening, and I'd believe you.
Same.
Fair. Was Ellis a guy or a girl? I thought they were a guy, but other reviews called Ellis a girl. I'm so confused.
I thought they were a girl. But I don't know.
So in the first chapter where they're introduced, it just says like the voice and it's never specified. I'm looking, I assumed a man.
Same.
Oh.
I've also read multiple books recently where there was a character named Ellis. Like, this is the third book this week that had someone named Ellis, and they were all men. So I think that's probably why I assumed.
Also, I finished it on Wednesday. I thought it was Elliot. So.
Oh. I'm looking to see if it says, but I'm pretty sure that the author is trans and or non-binary something. So it kind of makes sense to have a character that reflects their own experience. So maybe,
and the fact that you never see them in totality anyway. So like,
yeah,
it doesn't really matter. They're not looking at each other. I did think it was really funny though. I just said the word totality and it reminded me, I thought it was hilarious that like Riley says that she's like putting on the blinders that are like the glasses you use for a solar eclipse.
Yeah.
Wait. That was just like a crazy timing type thing. Waiting for the day we see Winston fall into the bookshelf hole.
That's so rude.
Didn't read the book, just here for Winston.
I love that.
I mean, yeah. It's like Ballad of Songbirds and whatever. Oh, okay. Yes, I get you. Like at the end.
Yeah.
What's his face? This is true. I wanted more Isla's mom stuff.
Me too. That was the only part I really liked.
Good old Isla's mom. Also, she got rid of all the mirrors and other reflective services, but the monitor of the computer would be reflective, and other things she had was reflective, so how could she not see herself somehow? True, she had a phone. I mean, for a while. So, she definitely, I guess it was just to minimize accidental, like, reflection. But she did, I think she mentioned that something about after the computer was, like, cut and so it wasn't usable, but she mentioned that she could see in the reflection of the screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that'd be really hard to make like perfectly reflection proof home. Especially when you know it's people specifically, so it's not like it's like it could be in the air, like it's just people that you're looking for. The mom walking into traffic was so anticlimactic. Yeah.
I feel like that's how the whole book was for me. I was like waiting for something to happen.
For a second, I was like, wait, when did the mom walk into traffic? Oops. I assumed it was clear, but that could have just been me.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be ambiguous. The very first interaction says a low voice said, so I think that kind of the name is why I assumed, but also like I've gone through a decent amount of the book and I don't see anything specific, so I don't think there's supposed to be anything like on purpose.
Yeah. That's kind of how I felt.
That makes sense. I did. And I said, oh, that's fair. Yeah, I think she mentions it like towards the end. That she like something about the reflection in the computer screen, but also I don't know, it was like a little inconsistent with things like that. Like some things were important to mention and other things just like weren't. So I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's like anything else that even occurred to me. Hello, hope you're all doing good.
We did not.
Well, to be fair, yeah, we all gave it between 2 and 3 stars, so it's not been.
You didn't miss anything, Sherry.
Yeah.
So you didn't.
Also, did I miss how old she is?
I don't think that's
remember. Yeah,
I don't think you missed it because I don't think it was said, but I don't know.
Winston is just glaring at Bowser.
As he should.
Oh my goodness.
He looks so angry. I wish you could see his face.
I can like picture it.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't actually know how old she would have been.
Mm-mm.
I'm like trying to think if there were any hints that were given at like life stage, but like
Old enough to live by herself and her mom not seem like she was like
yeah,
super, super old.
right. Weird. I'm just glad a dog didn't die in this book. The dog didn't die, right? I didn't read too fast to miss it. No, there were
There was
there were
that
no
bird.
dogs.
Oh yeah, the bird. I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there was a bird?
Yeah. She literally like pummels a bird to death.
I think that's why the bird is on the
Yeah.
The cover. That makes sense. Yes, no dogs were harmed in the making of this book. Bowser, Winston. I want a Winston pounce onto Bowser from the top. That would be wild. Plot twist, Michelle didn't like it.
I like a ton of books, but not this one.
That would make this worth staying up till 3. Oh my god, go to bed. I think no details of any characters were given.
I
This is
agree.
completely
It was very
factual.
like you decide kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is great in some ways, but I think also
This was
hurt
like
it
too
in
much
this.
to decide.
Yeah. Read Riley as mid-20s.
Yeah.
I think
would
that's the
agree.
vibe I was getting, mid-20s to like maybe early 30s at the like I don't know. But yeah, I would say mid to late 20s. But also I have no idea. I was waiting for there to be more lore behind the birds, but nope.
Yeah.
Nope, there was no explanation for anything. No lore.
That's where it could have been longer.
Yeah. It was just like she went off on a tangent about like crows and like how a group of crows is a murder. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and
Congrats. I'm here late, but I didn't like this book. All 2 stars could have been 1 star. Yeah.
Same.
I was also hoping there would be some kind of crow connection.
Yeah.
Nope, nothing. Other than, wasn't there one with an eyeball? There was
What?
something about a crow with an eyeball, but it was like at the end. I don't know. Maybe I made it up.
Okay.
It might have been delusional.
Okay. I don't know.
She was 74.
It's so long. I mean, like 4 days ago, but that's too long.
74 in frog years. I think the author meant things to be vague in a world where they're losing their identity.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
think
that's fair, but I think in order to care, I needed to have more foundation. Like something, there needed to be something less vague to make me care about
Yeah.
anything.
I agree. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the murder of crows. That's it.
That's
it. I don't know.
Wow, we didn't even have to go into spoilers. That was it.
That was just it.
Because there wasn't
I mean,
really anything
To spoil?
spoilery. Because I mean,
Yeah.
like even the end, did they look at each other? Did they not?
We
Did
don't
they-
know.
Like,
I don't
there's
know.
really-
I don't know.
I feel like it had potential, especially because I was liking it in the beginning, but then it just like did not go there.
Yeah. I gave it 3, but like a low 3.
you have a 2, 2.5, and 3.
And yeah. So definitely not our most successful pick. I think you're giving the author too much credit with that, Deb. My 2.75 is turning to a 2. I wish we knew. What? I'm sorry. I thought this one was going to be a good pick because it was like nice and short and horror and yeah. No. There was maybe something about an image of a crow eye. I think there was something.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's what I'm thinking of in my head.
Well, if you look at the cover too, it's just like
Yeah.
that, and then so I don't know. I feel like
Maybe I was trying to make
about
more
this
sense
book
out of it. to be clear, I think that's what the author meant to do, not saying she did it well. It's true. It sounded good. I did like the cover. Yeah, the cover looks super creepy.
Yeah.
But the cover is its best part.
Yeah, I agree.
It sounded like a good pick. Yeah. I was glad it was picked to get through my EARCs. No, same. Like I had an ARC was one of the reasons why it was.
But then I left a bad review.
Speaking of picks,
Yes.
we can talk about things moving forward. So I can't multitask. We are moving to just being a Discord book club after this. This is our last official live show. If you are not part of the Discord, that is the link for you to join. We are taking May off. If you're not aware, I'm hosting a competitive readathon in May, so we're not doing anything. And then in June, we will be having a pick that the three of us are going to pick. We will announce it maybe like beginning of May so that you have time to get it. And then in June, we will have polls up for the next 2 to 3 months. Sorry, Bowser just started snoring. And then we will be having discussions in there. We might do like sprints and stuff every once in a while, but it was just, we're all busy. So
Yeah.
we decided to.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's this little thing happening in May called
I'm not even like
Escape the
Like,
Readathon.
I'm just doing it, and I'm busy in May, so we can't do it in May, okay?
Yeah, we're still going to continue like having the conversations, and we're going to kind of restructure the Discord a little bit. I started making a couple different changes that we just haven't like kicked in yet, but throughout the next like month and a half-ish, we'll be making some changes to the Discord to, I don't know, like just allow for like some better organization for the conversations. Because we can just, it can be more of like a casual, like there's a book that a bunch of people want to read. We can just throw it in there and be like, hey, we're going to read this book all together.
Yeah, it's really hard. There's so many book clubs right now. It's really hard for people to be able to get to things in time. So if we can chat in Discord about things more so at our own pace, I feel like that'll work better for a lot of people.
Yeah. But we're definitely going to still be reading books. I mean, we're like, between the three of us, we're always buddy reading something with someone. So we'll definitely like just be keeping more updated in the Discord for that kind of stuff. You have lives, and that's okay. Yeah, and yeah, May is going to be exciting.
Don't talk to
me. It's gonna be wild. I can agree with everyone. It was so underwhelming. Yeah, underwhelming. That's a really
underwhelming.
Yeah.
That's a perfect way to sum up.
Yeah, thanks, Danielle. It sucks because, like, I would love to have that cover on my bookshelves. Like, I cannot.
No, I'm not buying it.
No, I'm not buying it.
Nope.
No.
I will just put away my ebook into the.
At least I got work done. Not on time, but I did it.
I know. Yes, we can finally. Thanks, Nat. This is the video. I'm assuming this is probably the announcement video for Escape. In case anyone does not know about Escape the Readathon, make sure you join the snack squad.
That's right. 2 snacks right here. 2 snacks.
Michelle's like, we are snacks.
We are snacks, so make sure that you join the snack squad.
I didn't mean it.
You did mean it. You did mean it.
Embrace it.
All the snacks. On that note, join Escape the Readathon, watch the video, join the Discord, and join the snack squad so that you can win with us. And we will see you in the Discord. Hey, look at that.
I got it today. I knew it was coming because of my informed delivery. Oh my god, and it was like wrapped in purple, and I was like, oh no, did I get the purple one? Am I dumb? And then I was like, no, it's just so nicely wrapped.
I just had a big pack of tissue paper.
It was great. I was like, oh no, am I dumb? No.
Hilarious.
The
I'm
best
gonna
thing
go before I
after
cough up
snacks-
alone.
I think I was thinking,
Anyway.
Carly, what team did you join?
Snacks.
That's so funny.
We are snacks. I mean, there are some other really cool teams, like the Film Crew's coming back and the Thrill Seekers, and I guess the Game Jesters are cool, but like no one's going to compare to
The snacks.
Snack Squad. We're literally there to eat and have a good time.
Literally.
Yes, Nat, I love this. There's only one eating part in this book. Did they eat people again? This might be a one-star.
There was like one section where, or am I making that up?
Yeah.
Where they mentioned eating people.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then it was never brought up again.
Never brought up again. No follow through.
There should have been a cannibal book.
5 stars.
I am offended that didn't happen more.
I'm speechless. I don't even remember, I remember it, but I don't. And that makes me sad. Yeah, it was like right. I think this was the very, very beginning. Like this was.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was pretty early on.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's like Riley telling the story of like the first thing she saw when she like first looked out the window and saw people starting to attack each other. I don't remember the cannibals.
It was very early, and it was like a brief mention, and then it was over.
It might be a snack, but maybe not. Yeah, wow. 1 star. Oh, no. Why are they all disappointing? I don't know. Dang, the wind is so loud here right now. More cannibalism would have made the book better. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
It was the very beginning. I was excited, and now I
Yeah.
sit here I'm like, wait, they never revisited it. True.
Yeah, I forgot.
I definitely forgot about that.
Missed opportunity.
True. Dang. Well, on that note, on the lack of cannibalism, join the Snack Squad. I'm gonna go before I hack up a lung.
You did
thanks
great.
for-
You made it.
I did make it.
32 minutes.
I'm making it. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you in the Discord. Bye.